Welcome to my channel Into Pieces, and today I'm into new pieces. That's right, it's time for another puzzle haul video. I'm really wondering if there's going to be a month where I can't do one of these because I haven't gotten any new puzzles. I don't think it's going to happen. But anyway, let's get stuck into it. Now this is going to be what I call a small but mighty haul, and I will explain as I go. Now, I'm going to start with my Ravensburger ones because they are one of my favorite brands. Good quality, great variety of images, and they're quite easy to find here in Australia. Having said that, it does take about a year or even 2 years for some new releases to make it to Australia. But we usually, eventually, get them. But some of them come quicker than others. Now, the quickest way to get some of these is actually through Amazon, often Amazon Germany. And that is where I think I got this one. It's only just hit the shops here online, at least in Australia, but I got this earlier in the month. So let's have a look. First one here, it is a very beautiful 2,000 piece Ravensburger Christmas one, and it is called A Woodland Christmas. Now the reason I like this one is because it is Christmassy, but it's not in your face. It's not all the typical things you would see, like lots of greens and reds and sort of cartoony icons and stuff. It's a lot more subtle. There's nothing wrong with those other ones, if that's what you're into, but this one's gorgeous. I'm wondering how challenging it will be as a 2000 though. I think it would be quite challenging. But I think this one might get tackled this Christmas season, hopefully. So maybe look out for it in December with my Christmas video. So yes, I was very excited to get that one. Now this next 2000 Ravensburger isn't actually joining my collection. It's a loaner from my teammate Vicky. It is just gorgeous. It's called Dragon Valley by Rose Khan, who does a lot of sort of fantasy artwork. And I'm not usually really into dragons and things like that, but this one's colorful. It's gorgeous, and it does actually feature 2 cats in it. I don't know, there's just something about it I really like, and Vicky was kind enough to lend it to me because she didn't think she would get to it anytime soon. She found it, would you believe, for $5 at an op shop, which is a very rare find. She seems to have more luck in op shops than I do. So yeah, that one's a loaner. So I think that might be, I will have a summer break coming up later on, well, the beginning of Christmas time and the beginning of January, so I might get stuck into it then. So the other Ravensburger ones that I got is this Wednesday wooden one. Now, I had gotten quite a few of the Ravensburger Wednesday Addams ones, and I think this one's the one that I was still after. And it was pricey. It did come down a bit, so I grabbed it. But yeah, for a 300 piece wooden puzzle, it was quite pricey for me, and the only way to get it was through Amazon. Unfortunately, it's just they're really hard to get here. And another one here is Vintage Cookbooks. And this one is, yeah, it's by Amy Stewart. I have actually done it, but I didn't have my own copy, and I wanted my own copy. Luckily, I was able to buy it secondhand, so I was quite happy to finally get my hands on that one. Speaking of ones that I've already done, but I wanted my own copy, was this one by Steve Reed, Koalas in a Tree. And I have done it, but it was a loaner and I wanted my own copy, so I grabbed it. Now what's curious about this one is quite a few people who have done it, I've commented and said, did you spot the other koalas in the picture, apart from, the obvious ones? And they were like, what do you mean? Well, if you look closely, there are actually hidden koalas. Now, I'm not going to do a close-up of them because I don't want to create any spoilers for anyone who hasn't picked up on it. But there are quite a lot of them hidden in amongst the branches and the foliage and stuff. So next time you're doing it, have a closer look at it. So yeah, it is a difficult one to do, by the way. I'll try to speed run it, but I don't know how well I go. And speaking of difficult to speed run, finally got my hands on this one, Birds in the Meadow, and it is, well, there's a lot of foliage there. Yeah, I think speed running this will be quite challenging, but it was missing from my collection and I wanted to grab it and add it, so I will give it a go. And finally, with the Amazon sales that happened recently, I didn't really get much, to be honest. There wasn't a lot on there, at least for Amazon Australia, but one of the ones that I did get that I was excited about was this new one, which I believe hasn't been released here in Australia yet. It's a glow-in-the-dark. Absolutely love glow-in-the-dark. It is called Moonlight Mushrooms, and it's gorgeous. So yeah, I don't think this will be for speedrun practice. It will just be for fun. But yeah, that's gorgeous. So they are my Ravensburger ones. Speaking of Amazon sales, the other one that I bought was this one by Trefle. It is by Irina Gambashova-Korton, and I have done quite a few of her artwork in puzzles. I really like them. She does a lot of cat ones, and her style's either really realistic or just super cute and fun, not quite cartoony, but in that sort of style. And this just appeals to me. I haven't done many Trefles. This came up quite a good price on the Amazon sale, so I grabbed it. The one thing I can say about the Trefles, it's a 500, but look how big the box is. I mean, that's just massive. That's overkill. So if they could do something about that, that would be great, because this takes up a lot of real estate on my shelves. They could take a lesson from Clementoni, who have drastically reduced the size of their boxes. Look at this. This is a 1,500, and it's in this sort of size box, which is amazing. Now, I'm assuming it comes with it says poster included, which is good. Okay, so it's a Disney villains one, and it was on my wish list for quite some time. Finally came down to a reasonable price, so I grabbed it. I haven't seen it for sale here in Australia yet. Okay, again, it was an Amazon order. And yeah, it's quite dark. There's a lot of dark areas in it, so I think it'll be a bit difficult to do. But yeah, I love Disney villains, so I had to grab that. And Clementoni, a really nice quality brand, so I knew I was onto something good there. Now, speaking of another brand that seems to have shrunk their boxes, which is good, is Bluebird Puzzles, and it's just called Autumn Cat. It's a 500 piece. Everything about this image I absolutely love. Bluebird is not a brand that's super easy to get. You can get them on a few online stores here in Australia. You won't find them in the stores anywhere. I believe they're from France. The only thing that concerns me about this image is that I think it might be AI. I can't see an artist. I mean, everything in the back of here is in French, so it's a bit hard to sort of work out. Does have a bit of AI sort of feel to it. A bit mixed feelings about AI. I would like for brands to be a little bit more transparent about it. If it's AI, say it's AI, and then we can make up our minds. But yeah, the image appealed to me because, yeah, black cats. It's got this autumnal feel to it and lots of orange, which I like. Now, finally, well, not quite finally, but Emily the Strange by Aquarius. It's a 500 piece, thank goodness, because anything bigger than this would be a nightmare to do. Yeah, this is going to be hard. And I got it in a swap with my teammate Karen. Now Karen warned me that the pieces are random as well, just to add to the difficult sort of level of this puzzle. But I am an Emily fan. Back in the day, I'd wear like lots of Emily clothing and what have you. It just appeals to me. I don't know if she's still as popular as she was, like, say, about 20 years ago. But anyway, so they are the smaller ones. Now, I say smaller because I went shopping. My partner and I were in a shopping centre, and the game store in this shopping centre was having a sale on one particular brand, and that brand was Educa. Now, I have been looking into doing larger piece counts, and I do have a 4,000 to do, a 5,000 to do, but I don't have a 6,000 to do. And I did ask around, like, people, what are some good 6,000s out there? And someone suggested this one particular one. So it was on my list of possible ones to try and get. Well, this store had it, and they had it on, like, I think it was like a 30% sale. So it was considerable discount. So it was for a price that I was willing to pay for a 6,000. So let me show you what I bought. It's kind of heavy. All right. Here we go. Sorry about the glare. It's got shrink wrap on it. So what is it called? I just refer to it as like coming into the room. What is it? It's from 2018. Entering the bedroom. Yeah, I was pretty close. Yeah, by Jan Patrick Krasny. I do believe this one comes in smaller piece counts. So the original price was $130. So I got it for 30% off. You do the maths. So yeah. Does it look easy? No. Look at all that fur, and there's like greenery and what have you. And this is 6,000 pieces. So because I haven't done 6,000 Educa, I'm assuming it's in one bag, which should be interesting to try and sort. Be a new challenge for me. If it's in more than one bag, then I might consider just doing it bag by bag. But I have a feeling that it's one bag. So if you've done it, let me know in the comments if it's in one bag or two. But yeah, it's a very beautiful, colourful, and interesting image. So I had the opportunity to get it at a decent price, and I do like Educa. Their fit isn't like super tight. And they do have those funny sort of signature pieces that sort of abut each other and don't fully interlock. But that doesn't bother me. It's still a brand that I would consider getting. So I was quite excited to get this one. So now the final one to show you. I think I'll have to get up to pick this one up. Or maybe not. Let's see how I go. Oh my goodness. This is heavy. Here we go. 7,000 pieces. Ravensburger. It's another Rose Kahn image. It's called The Six Portals. If you watch a lot of YouTube videos from puzzlers, you'll see quite a few of them have bought this one. And it's not surprising because it's just beautiful. It definitely appealed to me the minute that I saw it. It's got so much detail, and I just love, how you could do it in strips. Straight away, I can pick the ones that seem to appeal to me most, but that can change when you're actually doing a puzzle. Your enjoyment of doing a certain area can change from your initial reaction to it. So I'll see how I go. Now, I got this from Amazon, and it was Amazon Germany, and unfortunately mine came damaged. Paid a fair bit of money for it. Obviously, a 7,000 piece is not cheap, but it was still a reasonable price. So I went for it, but I don't know if you can see it, but on the top corner there's like a puncture hole into the box. Now, I did pry open the box and had a look inside, and the pieces seemed to be fine. So I wasn't that worried, but it was disappointing for the price I paid to end up with the damage. Turns out that quite a lot of people who purchased this from Amazon Germany received theirs damaged as well. And the reason is because of their packaging, which I will show you. Okay, so just keep in mind, this traveled from Germany to Australia in what was essentially a paper bag. And a thin paper bag, I might add. It's not even like in Australia we have what we call tough bags, so like they're sort of thicker. But no, this is a thin paper bag. That's what it came in. And I'm just surprised it was even damaged even more. I, of course, sent feedback about it. The only option that was given to me was really to return it, which was a pain in the bum because, this is a big, hefty thing. And to go and have to do that and then get refunded, and then what do I do then? Do I order it again and it will end up as damaged or worse? So I thought I'd just suck it up and I'll keep it. But I did send feedback back to them and I got no response. So anyway, I noticed now that people who are purchasing 6 portals from Amazon Germany are now getting it in a box, but people are now complaining that they're sticking like I think it's a red barcode sticker directly onto the box itself. And this doesn't have shrink wrap, of course, now they use those stickers. So then people are trying to get that sticker off the front image of the box, and so they've improved by putting it in a box, but then they put stickers on the front of the image. So yeah, anywho, so 7,000 piece, 6,000 piece. I think I'm set for big puzzles. I think my plan for next year for this channel is to concentrate on doing some larger piece counts and see how I go with that. So that is my haul for this month. I do hope you enjoy having a look to see what I got, and I would love to hear in the comments which one appeals to you the most. Thank you so much for watching, and thank you for people who take the time to like, comment, and to subscribers. At the time of filming this, I have over 250 subscribers, and thank you so much to everyone who has helped me reach that milestone. And all I can say now is happy puzzling. See ya.